And a very good afternoon to you. Welcome along to Bundoran and the Discover Bundoran Facebook page. We are live on our Facebook page from the St Patrick's Day Parade here in Bundoran. It is just after 3:30 and we understand that the parade is about to start down at the east end of town, so it should be with us in about 10 minutes time. The sun has gone in. It was shining there a while ago. It is a little bit cold today here in Bundoran, but nonetheless, it's not stopping a lot of the visitors and spectators to come and see the parade this afternoon. So we've got lots and lots of people taking part in the parade. Up on 400 people taking part from various community groups and also from various businesses, local businesses, and also some interesting groups as well that we want to tell you about a little bit later on. During the week, you will have seen across the news channels that various buildings all over the world have been lighting up in green. It's a fantastic initiative by Tourism Ireland that has been in place over the past number of years. Iconic places like the London Eye, Trafalgar Square, fountains in London, the Empire State Building in New York, Niagara Falls, Christ the Redeemer statue in Rio, the Sydney Opera House, the Allianz Arena in Munich have all been lit up in green to celebrate St Patrick's Day. I have the list here in front of me of everywhere, and it actually runs to 3 pages, and it's just intense. From what started off as a small idea a number of years ago is now doing really, really well, and we of course get behind it here in Bundoran. And just to give you a look at some of the places in Bundoran that we've had decorated in green over the past couple of days, including the tourist office down there at the bridge, and also Max Amusements, and we thank Connor and Paul and all the team there for lighting up in green for us for this week as well. Winnie and James at the Chase and Bull, and they also do a nice job there. It looks well in the green. And the Olympic Amusements, which is just across the street from our vantage point here, and looking well in its green. And also the Grand Central, Sonia and all of the team there. The uplighters looking really well on the front and the side of the Grand Central up on the main street. And finally News and Views just down the street from us here, and again doing a nice job lighting up their window in green to celebrate St Patrick's Day here in Bundoran. So the crowds, as you can see, are starting to build up. They've been building up from early morning, with a lot of people coming into town, and we hope to see a lot more people over the next couple of hours, and indeed over this holiday weekend as well. And we'll let you know about what we've got happening in the parade. We've got 5 bands, we've got 40 footballers, we've got a lifeboat, we've got the fire brigade, we've got 9 horses, and lots of community groups as well. If you are watching anywhere in the world, do let us know where you're watching, and we will give you a shout out. I know we've got a number of people certainly watching us already online, and we want to say hello to them in a few minutes' time. And thank you indeed for joining us on our live feed this afternoon. So we also have a microphone out on the street, so you'll be able to hear exactly what is happening there in a few minutes' time, as well as the bands and the music comes up the street. And let's see who we've got watching us. Watching from Denver, Colorado in the USA. Hi to Chris Woodley, and thanks for joining us this afternoon on our Facebook live feed. Paula, that's the second time I've done that today. Happy St Patrick's Day. And that comes into you from Victor she's watching in Victor in New York. Julie, my cousin, is watching in Antwerp in Belgium. Happy St Patrick's Day to you, Julie, and thanks for your message this afternoon. I know that Stevie Raff of Bundoran Head is watching in Norway at the moment. Luca is watching in London, a regular visitor to us here in Bundoran. And also, I want to say Guten Abend and Guten Tag to Herr und Frau Gogeisel. And Herr und Frau Gogeisel are in our twin town of Bad Kürstein in Germany. We've got 7 students, including Simona and her sister Katerina Gogeisel, who are here, and you'll be seeing them as they come past very shortly. Thomas is in West Belfast. Thanks, Thomas. Hi, Leanne. Hi, Joy. Orla is in Dubai watching us. Thank you very much. Lemus, I don't know how to pronounce that, June. I'm sorry, but you're in Lanarkshire in Scotland. Happy St Patrick's Day to you. Hi, June. Hi, Angela as well. And John is watching in Paisley in Scotland. And lots more people tuning in to watch us live this afternoon. So thank you indeed for all of your comments. Do keep them coming, and hit the like, heart, or the wow button to let us know that you're watching as well, and tell us where you are watching, and do tag a friend to let them know that we are live this afternoon from the streets of Bundoran for the annual St Patrick's Day parade. The traffic is beginning to trickle out, and we have the street closed for the next little while to allow the parade up. You'll see one or two cars obviously coming up the street now, and then you'll have nothing, and then you'll start to hear some noise of bands, etc. So the parade will be led off by a colour party from the 28th Infantry Battalion at Finner Camp. Hi, Camilla. Hi, Debbie Jane in Alloa in Scotland. Wish you were here. Yes, we wish you were here too. Lou is watching in Simpsonsville, South Carolina, missing Bundoran. Mary's in Burnfoot. We've got local and we've got national and international. Elaine is watching, and also Matthew. Hi guys, and thanks for tuning in and joining us on our parade broadcast for this afternoon. As I mentioned, the parade will be led off by a colour party from the 28th Infantry Battalion in Finner Camp, which is of course just down the street, just in the road in fact, and that is a tradition now for the past number of years, and we're delighted and very thankful to the Irish Defence Forces for joining us every year as we have our parade. If you were with us last year, you know at this time last year there was a lot of umbrellas up. We're glad to see not so many umbrellas today. There's a lot of jackets and hats, so it is a little bit cold, but it was quite windy this morning, and it's not so bad now at the moment. So who else have we got with us? Well, we shall go down through the list and let you know. We've got 4 bands, as I mentioned: the Killadees Pipe Band, the Letterbreen Silver Band, the Moybrone Pipe Band, and the Cooneen Pipe Band. We also have the Unstoppable Street Band, who join us just from Ballyshannon. And we've got somebody watching from Bamberg, who is a friend of the 7 German students who will be seeing later on coming through. Debbie, hi from Clono. That's Valerie. Happy St Patrick's Day from New Jersey. Thank you for watching, Michael. Hi to Sean and Rosalie McNeilis in Glenties. Well, hope that they're watching as well. Auntie Josie is watching in London. Thanks, Auntie Josie, for your message there, and good to see that you're with us this afternoon. So who else have we got? We've got 2 college teams as well. We've got the Central Arizona College and the Pima College from Tucson in Arizona. They're here with the Institute of Study Abroad and taking part with us this afternoon, and we're very happy to have them here. Hi Michelle, happy St Patrick's Day from America. Thank you indeed for your message. The Women of Irish Heritage are here as well. They are a group from northern New Jersey. I'm here. I have so many notes, but anyway, we'll find them in a minute. So they have joined us. There's about 40 of them here, the Women of Irish Heritage, and they've been here for the last number of days. They were entertained on Thursday night, well, a wonderful night at the Slice of Ireland show that was on at the Atlantic Park Hotel, and a great night of music and entertainment it was there as well. Ireland just got their 3rd try. Thank you, Leanne, for keeping us up to date on that one. And if you do want to send us an update on the rugby, you can let me know here on the message as well, because I'm monitoring too many things, but I'm not monitoring the rugby at the moment. So if you want to, you can keep us updated on that. Michelle is in Arizona from New York and is watching with us this afternoon. And thank you indeed. You'll notice that the traffic has started to trickle off, which is a good sign, which means that we should be hearing some sounds very, very, very soon of the bands, etc., coming up the main street. So the Women of Irish Heritage that I mentioned earlier on are a social organisation dedicated to promoting Irish culture and history and to support educational and charitable organisations, and we are delighted to have them with us here this afternoon. We also have the Irish Quarter Horse Association, Dizzy's Den, the Irish Gap Year, Bundoran Ladies Gaelic Football Association, the Bundoran Fire and Rescue Service, the Donegal Equestrian Centre, and also Portbeg Holiday Homes, Mean Clean Laundrette and Dry Cleaners, Lifeline Training, the Castle Adventure Open Farm from Ballyshannon, the Duzelage team from Bad Kutzting, who are here as well, and a lovely bunch that they are as well. Bundoran Rnli, they'll be one of the first vehicles that you'll see coming through, and Shawnee from Cloggy Road. Okay, hi Shawnee. Thanks for your message this afternoon, and thanks for watching. Who else have we got here? We got Michelle Bell's School of Dance at Lay Studio, Stars of the West Dance and Performance School as well. The Unstoppable Street Band we mentioned earlier on. The local link, which of course provides that great service, the local bus service, and they'll be taking part in our parade this afternoon. The Taj Mahal Curry House, Melvin Gales GAA Borden and Nogue, the Tullahan Preschool, and as I mentioned, the Pima College, Tucson, Arizona, and the Central Arizona College as well, all taking part in our parade. And thank you indeed to everybody who is taking part this afternoon. I hear some pipes coming up the street there. Thomas is in the Rock Bar. Hi, Thomas. And Sarah Northern is saying hello. Hi, Sarah. Thank you indeed for watching with us this afternoon. Here we go. We've got the Garda Síochána leading off the parade, who of course are just here, and we thank them indeed for their assistance in our parade every year, and they're here to provide some safety cover and just make sure that everybody's behaving as they should, and that they're staying in off the streets as the parade passes. So we'll turn up the volume on the outside so that you can hear the bands. I think you should be able to hear the one of the first bands in the background. Maureen is in Virginia in the United States and says happy St. Patrick's Day to all at News and Views. And here we are. Here comes the Bundoran Parade for 2018. As I say, led off by a colour party from the Irish Defence Forces at the 28th Infantry Battalion at Finner Camp, with its Ballyshannon address and its Bundoran phone number, as was pointed out to me during the week. And we thank them, as always, of course, for being here with us every year at the parade. So Lieutenant Neil Merrifield is carrying the tricolour. And behind him, who traditionally carries the Irish tricolour as well, is Sean Brennan. And he is with us every year, and we're happy to have Sean with us here every year as well. So we have one of our bands behind the colour party there, and once they pass, I'll be able to read what name is on the side of the drum, and hopefully be able to let you know who is who. They are followed by the Donegal Equestrian Centre, who are, of course, based out at the West End. This is the Killadees Pipe Band, who are leading our parade this afternoon. And as I say, followed by the Donegal Equestrian Centre. Hi Marianne, thanks for watching. Fiona is in Ballyshannon watching the rugby. Hi Irene, thank you for your message. So next we have the Bundoran Rnli Lifeboat, And just ahead is Stormy Stan. It's the Stormy Stan, the lifeboat man. And the Bundoran Rnli, of course, a volunteer charity based here in Bundoran at the pier, on call 24/7 with our volunteer crew. And that is the actual lifeboat. So we get a little dispensation to bring it up the street for St Patrick's Day, to make sure that you know what we do. And we thank the Bundoran Rnli volunteer crew for their service. The lifeboat crew, followed by Melvin Gale's Board and Oak. They are sponsored by the Eclipse Cinemas here in Bundoran, and we thank them for being part of our parade for this year. It's the Melvin Gale's Board and Oak. And they are followed by Michelle Bell's School of Dance, who are based literally just around the corner here at Le Studio, which is in Bundoran Retail Park. And we thank them indeed for taking part, and some very energetic young dancers doing some performances for the participants, or for the spectators, should I say, here on the main street. And they will also do a little performance for the judges, who are sitting in the front of the Holyrood Hotel, which is their traditional spot for sitting. That's the judging stand there, and they'll go past there. The parade will head up to the West End and turn at Peter Brady Park and come back and finish at the Allingham Arms this year. So that's Michelle Bell's School of Dance. More floats taking part in our parade this afternoon. And of course, the theme for our parade for this year was the 100th anniversary of the female vote. I'm glad to see that some of the participants have taken that on. Mean Clean Laundrette, again, just based just around the corner in the retail park. And St Patrick himself there on the back doing his laundry, because that's where St Patrick goes. He goes to Mean Clean Laundrette to get all of his laundry done. Another of our pipe bands this afternoon. Hi Henry, and hi Michael, and Mary Grace. And here are the women of Irish heritage from northern New Jersey in the United States. There's about 30 of them, and they've another 10, I think, sort of a party that comes with them. I hope that they're streaming it live as well, and I hope that all of their friends are watching us here on our Facebook Live this afternoon from the Bundoran Parade. Great to see that the rain is keeping off, but I think it was promised to stay off anyway, but it was going to be a bit chilly. Next up we have Dizzy's Den. This is Dizzy's Den Indoor Play Centre, and they're also based in the retail park here in Bundoran. Some sweeties, I think. I don't think if they throw any up here they'll get as far as me, but we're glad to have them part of our parade for this afternoon, and thank them indeed. Now, here are the Bundoran Ladies GAA football team, and a very successful team they have been in the recent past. Well done to the guys there, and to Hannah and Shane and Antoinette and Beatrice and all of the team who pull them together and make them into such a great team here in Bundoran, and bring a sense of pride to the youth as they grow up to play football. I know that they're all delighted to be such a huge part of the Bundoran community as well. Yvonne is in Sligo Hospital. Oh, Yvonne, I hope that you're doing okay. You'll be out soon. PK Motors, Ballyshannon there. That van could be yours for just €199 plus VAT apparently. There you go. Now here come the Unstoppable Street Bands. Karen is here as well. Thanks for watching, Karen, and also Violet in Phoenix. Hope that you're enjoying our parade. 2-5 Ireland half-time. Okay, thank you, Thomas. Oh, this will be Lifeline training that are just ahead of the Unstoppable Street Band. The Unstoppable Street Band with us from Ballyshannon this afternoon. And here the Ballyshannon Bundoran Neighbourhood Youth Project, and they're joined by the students of the Irish Gap Year, who are here for 3 months, I believe, and they're enjoying and immersing themselves in Irish culture. And Feroica, of course, is a big part of that, and they're right behind. And I do see poor Elmo tied to the front of that Jeep, that Turf and Surf Jeep. So we will have to have a word with Killian a little bit later on. Hi Fiona, watching in Larne. Lee, thank you for your message. John, sunny Bundoran, snowy Twickenham. Thanks, John. Now, here are our fuselagers. So they're here in their traditional German dress and their lederhosen. We have Simona and Benjamin and Max and Teresa and Maren and Annika and Katerina. And I know that some of their families are watching us live this afternoon as well. Cliff is watching in Zimbabwe this afternoon. Kira is watching from Glasgow. Kirsty Marie watching from Florida. Here we have the Irish Quarter Horse Association. 6 beautiful horses there, and thanks to them for taking part this afternoon. Monica is watching in Calgary, Alberta in Canada at the moment as well, so good afternoon to you guys, or good morning I suppose as it would be in Canada right now. It is not over yet, it is just a little gap as everything catches up with itself. I want to say thanks as well to our social media team. We've got my niece Zoe and her friend doing Instagram stories, so you can follow the parade on Instagram stories as well. Her friend Nia and my little nephew Lee is doing video for us this afternoon, so we'll have some video highlights up for you a little bit later on. And Paul is out snapping photographs of the parade, and again we'll have those up on our social media channels and our website a little bit later on. This is the Letter Breen band, the silver band. Donegal English Language School, based out at the West End, and bringing a lot of students into Bundoran to learn English. Gina and all of the team there. Nicely costumes, looking great, looking nice and festive. And here is the Central Arizona College. Again, all dressed up. Dressed by Maura Logan Dark Daughter Productions. Tom is watching in Crawley in West Sussex. Lisa is watching in Warrington. Katie is watching in Belfast. Sarah is singing along. I bet you're singing along if you're Irish. Come into the parlour, huh? Who's this we've got here now? Portbeg Holiday Homes. What a nice little float. And Shrek in there as well. It's great. Thanks to Joanne and Leo and the guys out there at Portbeg for that. And this is TMC Commercial Vehicle Test Centre. We're going to have fun taking that car off that later on, I'd imagine. Thank you for being here, guys. Liam is watching in Norwich this afternoon. Martin is watching in Glasgow. Hi, Martin. Hi, Paddy. Mike is watching in Runcorn this afternoon. If anybody has an update actually on the Bundoran horse that was running in the 315 at Kempton, we're interested to find out how he did. There's a horse called Bundoran. We always like to follow and make sure he does okay. Stars of the West, dance school, Suzanne and her team there. So this, as far as I'm aware, is the last of the bands. Turn your drum around, man, so we can see what name is on you. Emily is watching in Walnut, Pennsylvania. This is the Moybrone Pipe Band that have just gone past there. Vida is watching in Bordeaux. This is Donlin Civil and Building Services. A lot of the floats as well have come from the Ballyshannon Parade, which was on at 2 o'clock, and they've also come from the Sligo Parade as well. This is Castle Adventure Open Farm. Horse finished third, thank you, Wayne. Ariane is watching from Gransbergen. All the little kids from the Castle Adventure Open Farm, and a wonderful spot it is as well. If you haven't been out there yet, seriously worth a visit with the family. Ballyshannon Shoe Company, followed swiftly by the Bundoran Fire and Rescue Service. Bundoran was third at 11-2. Thank you, Jerry. Sandra is watching in Brazil. Hi, Aidan in Oma. See you in the summer, we will indeed. And that is the Bundoran Fire Service wrapping up our parade this afternoon. We thank them indeed for such a great service that they provide to Bundoran and the surrounds as well. Aaron Oakley is watching here in Ireland, and the fire service are very loud. And Vinita is watching in North Carolina. And that is our parade for you. It is going on up the street, and it will go to the West End. As we said, will turn at Peter Brady Park, which is the playground just above the Lifeboat station at the West End. It'll turn around and it will go down to the Allingham Arms, where it will finish up there. Hi, Darren is watching as well, and Jason, thanks for tuning in this afternoon. That will do it for our parade. Again, as I say, thank you for joining us, and don't forget to visit us in Bundoran over the coming days, the coming weeks. We've Easter coming up in a couple of weeks' time, of course. Our annual Easter egg painting competition taking place on Easter Saturday. That is March the 31st, and that is on from 1 until 3 p.m. More details on our website, www.discoverbundoran.com/Easter egg. And of course you can catch up on our Facebook page, and we're on Twitter and we're on Instagram as well, so lots of places to follow us and check out pictures and information from Bundoran as we get through the next couple of days, couple of months, and we hope to see you at some point in the summer. Thanks to Connor and to Murph for allowing us access to the building here and to give us this great view and this great viewpoint of the parade. Hope that you enjoyed our coverage this afternoon. We will have more events that we will do, but we will definitely be back again next year for St Patrick's Day. And all that's left for me to say is Lá Féile, Bannatín the Féile Porrig, agus slán leat.